Something people don't know about podcast disclaimers. They're the ultimate cover our butts move. All right, folks, let's get real. You know those disclaimers at the start of podcasts? The ones that say these opinions are our own and not our employers, friends, or anyone who might sue us. Yeah, those. Why do we need them? Because Stacey and Casey here, well, we might say something bonkers. And we don't want you blaming our bosses, our moms, or that guy who bagged our groceries last week. Nope, it's all on us, people. Think of it like this. We're just two dudes with microphones and way too much free time. And while we're at it, let's be clear. Our jokes, rants, and random thoughts, purely our own genius or nonsense. Depends on the day, so sit back, relax, and remember, if you're offended, it's definitely not because of our employers. It's all Stacey and Casey, baby. Covering our butts, one disclaimer at a time.
Today. Definitely need the disclaimers.
Definitely need the disclaimers today.
It's going to be rough. I'm Stacey.
I'm Casey.
And what it do, baby?
What it is, Jive Turkeys, we are the Stacey and Casey Show.
It's loud.
Sorry, speakers, but you're welcome at the same time.
Man.
Because I know I sounds good.
When I tell you, shit's wild out here.
Oh,
I'm getting right into it. Shit is wild.
Into it. That was...
I'm going to start with where it's wild for me. Okay. You got Charlie Kirk's wife tied to Romania, getting kicked out for child trafficking, wearing Masonic symbols, not really trying to find who killed her husband, no autopsy, a bunch of shit not lining up.
He was in the ground before.
Well, hold on. Then you got Tyler Robinson and Dairy Queen, right?
I love Dairy Queen.
You got nothing adding up. So I want to start there because Israel, I know you did it. Whether I can prove it or not, just a nigga in the basement. But
all the little dots add up to Israel. I think that's for sure. And that's
happy Tuesday, Jared.
That's kind of the theme for today's show. We're going to talk about some Israel stuff.
The juice.
I mean,
boxes.
but not just before we get into that, because that's like a deep dive. How was your week? What you been up to? How'd your baseball?
Exactly what I said. It was been wondering what the fuck is going on. Who are you lying to? Why do you think we're stupid? What makes you think we can't connect the dots?
Dude, I saw so many videos pop up of people taking a 30-06 or whatever
and hitting fucking
and
ballistic
shooting
dummies
through like cow femurs and watching them explode. And they're saying, "Oh, it got launched in his neck bone." I was like, "Oh my god, he was Superman."
Dude, they got videos coming out that the mic exploded.
Is that a kryptonite bullet?
Nobody can find the mic. The mic was seized by a couple guys on scene. They repaved it, got rid of all the grass so you can't find any explosive debris, relayed it with concrete, and got rid of the entire murder scene in 48 hours.
That is bizarre.
No police line tape. No police investigation. Nobody came and closed the scene down. What is really going on? Like, I really feel like this is a test to see, are we the sheeple they think we are? And I think, it's proven that we are.
Yeah, it's already like getting covered up. I follow Candace Owen, and she's like on it, like totally.
Jared said, Israel is the key part of Charlie Kirk. A lot of his beliefs aligned up with Israel's, but I think he was telling too much of the truth for Israel's comfort.
He actually, a week before that, he separated himself. He went to the Hamptons, and he had a huge donor, a possible donor that would have taken Turning Point to the next level. He turned it down because he didn't like the suffocation of speech.
Man, Candace Owens just dropped a text thread from 48 hours before he was killed.
All that. So
just showing that he was straight up saying, "I'm done with this. I'm done with the pro-Israel." Like, has a text thread. She's got 7 recipients in there. 7. And she's name dropping them. Why isn't Erica Kirk doing this?
Dude, watching the videos of her talk, it's just, I feel so bad, but at the same time, I like to say I'm a good smeller of bullshit, and something doesn't smell right. That's all I'm saying.
Candace is definitely giving good coverage. Kelly said, "I'm politically agnostic these days, but that sitch is weird."
What's up, Kelly? That's rad that you're on here. Whenever I see my sister Kelly, that's my older sister Kelly.
I knew exactly what it was.
I know. I'm just saying for the listeners, all thousands of them. I think of rad. That's like her favorite word. Rad.
Well, this is rad what Israel's doing.
It is pretty rad.
I mean, they got TikTok.
Oh my God.
They got Charlie Kirk. They got Trump. Well, they've got everything. I mean, they control us.
And I think I think a lot of people are on board like me. Like I'm not a Trumper. I saw shit that I liked and I went towards it.
Did I take you back to high school?
Hey,
did I take you back to high school?
See this busted knuckle right here?
That's from high school.
See this good knuckle? Yeah, that's because that's.
I just had to fuck with you. That's why I didn't say it loud.
North Geyer Road.
Yeah. I say, remember me, like I promise. No, that's wild. No, as far as
as far as all that shit, Netanyahu straight up said.
Oh, we're playing it. Hey, scratch the bullshit. We're getting straight to it. Like we said, this is the problem.
Christian influencers. Okay, you said we talked about the woke right, and you said I call it the woke Reich. That's a brilliant observation. The woke Reich, because these people, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane. They're loonies, but they're actually meeting on some of the things. And what we have to do is we have to secure that part of the base of our support in the United States. That is being challenged systematically. A lot of this is done with money. Money of NGOs, vast. Money of governments, vaster. Okay? We have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance. To that community. They're very important. And secondly, we're going to have to use the tools of battle. The weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well. Okay? And you can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things, like drones, things like that. I won't get into that. But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is TikTok, number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential. And the other one, what's the other one that's most important? X. Exactly. Very good. And, so we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend. We should talk to him. Now, if we can get those two things, we get a lot. And I could go on other things, but that's not the point right now. We have to fight the fight. Okay? To give direction to the Jewish people and give direction to our non-Jewish friends or those who could be our Jewish our friends. Are we going to succeed with everyone? No. Will there be a strong counterpart? Yes.
This man just said he has to take control for Israel, for their Jewish friends. If that isn't scary, that he's controlling the number one social media platform in America right now, trying to get X, and wants to control what we're pushed. If that doesn't scare you, maybe the fact you can't burn an Israeli flag, but you can burn an American one should, right?
On short notice, we couldn't get a real Israeli flag to burn on the show.
We will next week.
But tune in next Tuesday.
We got you.
Dude, I looked up Israeli flag, just Googled it and looked up images. One of the first ones that pops up, guess what it is? It's the half American flag, half Israel
flag. 50 states of Israel? 50 states, one Israel?
No, I've seen that one too, but it's actually first half is American flag with the 50 states. The second half is the half Star of David. And it's for sale on Amazon and shit. I was like,
yeah, that's because everybody knows we've sold out. I mean, we're
so sold out.
You know what's crazy is I was an avid Trump supporter, and I look at this man as a straight weak ass individual.
Hey,
I mean, weak. How hard did you get fucked up the ass by Netanyahu for you to be his bitch?
I think a lot of people are on board with me, like Trump supporters at the beginning, where I'm still.
I was a Trump supporter in the beginning.
I like results, but there's
what results?
Somewhere along the line, as far as like
Can I ask?
Cleaning up the budget, Doge, and all the cut of spending and
or the lowest job,
and the fact
biggest
that
job
taxes are
loss?
going up. I mean, there's a lot of pros. I'm just saying.
What pros?
The stock market went up.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you invested?
Okay. See,
I'm asking. No. I'm asking.
I'm just asking. I'm asking. These are pros for the people. I'm not talking.
But
about
let's talk about the
myself.
negatives for the people. We're at the highest unemployment rate we've ever been.
I see. I didn't. That's not what I was talking about, though.
But that's under Trump, though.
I know. My point being is that I used to be on board as far as like just whatever they're saying, I'd pretty much back it, like innocent to proven guilty.
Okay,
so
you're finally no longer blindly following him. Because remember, I say that because remember when I said that and you were like, yes,
dude,
and I told you it would change.
Here's a good point.
Go ahead.
During the Biden administration, at the beginning, I didn't care.
The Epstein files,
Everything
Kelly.
was fine.
They got the Epstein files.
My point being, and all of a sudden,
I'm sorry, your sister.
No. There's a little bit of a delay between us talking and what they're commenting. So I was just gonna say that I don't notice shit going soury or awry until like shit starts hitting the fan. Just like when we had immigrants by the fucking thousands and thousands coming across the border untouched. So that threw up a flag.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, why are we like so in love with Israel? Why can't we use a juice box emoji on TikTok anymore? Why are they making up the rules and saying we can't burn? It's like, why are we so dedicated to them? You know what I mean? It's like, it just
I
doesn't
told
seem
you
very
that Epstein list.
And the Epstein list, 100%. I
Like,
think before I was like, Trump's not on the list. And
He's
now I'm
definitely now.
Well,
I didn't believe he was
maybe
on
he
it.
was like an innocent person. Like I was on the plane, but I just watched. I don't fucking know.
I just got a bunch of pictures with drug dealers, but I don't sell dope. Like, come on now. Big Meech was a drug dealer, posted pictures with drug dealers. Like, you have to look at if it's a bird of a feather flock together.
I was fooled, goddammit.
And
I was fooled.
But I'm glad you're finally here, because all the times I got frustrated where I'm like, well, what if? What if? You're like, no. So I'm glad that you're finally to the what if possibility.
No, it's not only fully what if. It's like I believe that if there's lists, he's definitely hiding them. But I was duped in the fact that he said he was going to release them, and I believed him.
Riddle me this. Check this out.
Yeah.
Is that like an inside joke?
Riddle me this.
If she didn't post anything after.
Check this
out.
out.
There it is. During the Obama administration, 2009 to 17, the U.S. provided Israel a military aid. Most of the annual foreign. Oh, well, let's revert to Jared's statement. In 1999, the U.S. government signed a commitment to provide Israel with at least $2.7 billion in military aid annually for 10 years. Who was the president in 99? Clinton? I believe so. They got a picture of him with the dress on? I believe so. Then, hence where we got the blackmail for Clinton, because obviously that has something to do with it. At least $2.7 billion in military aid annually for 10 years. In 2009, it was raised to $3 billion annually. And in 2019, raised to a minimum of $3.8 billion. Saying both sides have given Israel a shit ton of money. America, like, the one thing I'm ready for, I don't want a revolt. I don't want a civil war. I want people to vote out their current congressman. Vote them out. The Senate, the reps, you got Ted Cruz saying we should feel bad for this, and pedophiles. Like, he needs to be the fuck out of office. The next vote that comes up, if Ted Cruz is still in office, you live in a state full of pedophiles. And whoever lives there should adhere to that thought. They're backing a pedophile, a man that wants to save pedophiles from getting, who we all know should, all of them. But that's my opinion. But we have to make a change. There's only, 10 or 11 senators in House of Representatives that don't take money from Israel, from AIPAC? If that's the case, keep them, get rid of the rest. You got the Republicans saying it's the Democrats' fault for the government shutting down. The Democrats saying it's the Republicans.
I said the reason why
I think I called it on our last episode. I said the government's going to shut down because they don't want to release the Epstein files. I called that shit. And the fact that a day later the government was shut down.
Okay, you want to hear why the government is shut down? I'll read it really quick. Okay, is that cool?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna read something. All right. They need the government shut down. They need a budget to work from. All right. The current one expired on September 30th. The Republican Congress voted to extend the current budget for 7 weeks with no changes while they finish the new budget, just an extension. The Senate needs to approve 60 votes. Only 2 Democrats voted for the extension, so vote was 54 to 44. All 44 no votes were Democrats.
You know why?
Those 44 will vote yes if they add 1.5 trillion to the budget for their pet projects, which was removed by Doge and the big beautiful bill earlier this year.
You know what the pet projects were?
What was that?
They were trying to get health care.
Pet projects.
I don't think it's a pet project when all of the most developed countries in the world have free health care, and to try and get us health care is absurd. We shouldn't have health care.
So is that the only project that they're trying to get?
Oh, no. The Democrats also said they're blocking it because they're not going to fund Israel no more. Because what was also hidden in there was another $6 billion to go to Israel.
See,
the part that they don't, the part they don't put in there, let's call it why they don't want to do it. They're done funding them. You have some funding them, some not. I feel they're all in pocket. They just had 249 senators in Israel all at once, at one time, kissing a wall. What is the relevance? We not only free college, Kelly, we fund all of their housing, we fund their food, and this is for just civilians.
And colleges is
just living in Israel as an Israeli or a Jewish person. You get free. What I'm tired of hearing is it's racist to not like Jewish. Jewish is an ethnicity. Jewish, like we talked about earlier, they're called Jewish because they moved to the promised land. So they're not Jews. They're not real Hebrew Israelite Jews, right? The real Israelites, the Hebrews, you can run the bloodline of Palestinians, and you find it in 90% of their country. Netanyahu is from Poland, not even from fucking Israel. Like when you start doing deep dives in this shit and you really find out this shit is all a fucking stage.
Yeah.
This dude is in place. If he's not the Antichrist, whoever successes him is, because he's literally flying around Spain, flying around Italy.
The people I see that are giving the message are not the ones calling the shots. The president of the United States is not calling the shots.
Not at all.
It's like
he did the first go round.
Yeah, so
he's definitely not this go round.
They're all just actors. It's all a sales job. It's all trying to get you to believe one thing while something else is going on in the behind the scenes.
Well, the only thing that's going on behind the scenes in my mind is they're willing to blow up the whole fucking world to not be exposed that they're pedophiles. Like it's literally, I feel like they're willing to take us to World War III because they don't want their bullshit exposed. Putin's already came out and said, I'll put the files out there. You got Putin, who is literally put up to where this is the thing. Everybody wants to talk bad about Putin in Russia.
I think I said
he literally just made it a death penalty if you molest a child. Flat out.
I said back in
touch a kid.
Like 4 that
he's not that bad.
I said he's not that bad.
Touch a kid, you get killed. Right? That is flat out. That's something to think about.
Yeah.
Why are we so against it? Why did California just pass a bill trying to get the pedophilia or the legal age for sex with a minor lowered? Right? Why is it you got in DC, they're trying to lower this is the thing. If we can lower what you can be tried as an adult in the court of law from 17, 18 as an adult down to 14, 14 now makes you an adult, right? That's the pathway. That's what they're using to push these pedophile bills. Like, mark my words. The moment they get that legal age moved from 18 of you being, or 17 being tried as an adult, right, to 14, then you're going to see that it's okay to have sex with a 14-year-old. Yeah. That's literally what they're pushing, and they will do it however they want. They'll push it to the right, the left by saying, oh, we want to be able to try people that are 14 because they're mentally competent enough to know what they've done.
Yeah, so now we're going to up the legal age.
So we can charge them with the crime, then we can have sex with them. It's a whole agenda. You got the Jews saying that if they're under 3, we can SA them, and it's okay. You got plenty of rabbis that literally talk about it. It's preached in the Torah. Like, are they not the fucking Antichrist? Like all of them?
It's like it goes deep, bro. I mean, when you start looking, that's what I'm saying. The people that are in charge are the ones that are like bloodline back to the beginning. You know what I mean? Like,
Putin really ain't that bad when you think about what he's done to law. Now, Putin is there. He is.
I don't know a lot about
as any
Putin.
person with higher power of a nation should be, but his laws are pitch perfect. He is pretty fair, but I also think that he cracks down on shit that is, if you want to talk about a Christian country. We want to talk about world wars. I mean, the Jews started all of them. They control the banks. They control our entertainment.
Control the entertainment.
And he just sat in front of everybody and said, we want to control the two largest forms of entertainment for the youth. Charlie Kirk was trying to turn the youth against the fact of pro-Israel and Judeo-Christian to just Christian. Then he dies. He gets killed. And now we want to buy the social media platforms he was the biggest on so we can push our narrative.
Yeah, and this is like right after friggin' Trump was talking about, oh, we're not going to sell it to China. They might do something bad with it. Ooh, you don't want to do that.
But you'll sell it to Israel.
Oh, but Israel, yeah, let's talk.
Yeah. They're literally sitting on there. Now, I got another one for you that I want to get into because I haven't let Casey see this one yet. He actually heard it, but he didn't see it. I want to know what you guys think about this.
You've called the district judge's ruling blocking the deployment of National Guard in Oregon legal insurrection. Does the administration still plan to abide by that ruling?
Well, the administration filed an appeal this morning with the Ninth Circuit. I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen? Hey,
no,
Stephen, can you
he's
hear me?
still moving, body's still moving, eyes blinking. There's connection. We didn't lose connection.
Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical issue. We'll try to fix that and get back to you after a quick break.
Plenary power.
Plenary power.
What is plenary power?
Tell me.
Plenary authority is a complete and absolute power to take action on a particular issue with no limitations. So that gives him outright control with no constitutional rights in effect.
So if
they're trying to do that in Portland, right? Well, they're trying to do that in Oregon with the National Guard, and Illinois with the National Guard.
He slipped up, and
the moment he said it,
he realized
he shut the fuck up. Like when I tell
that's
you,
going to be a meme.
And when I say he went,
you fucked up.
He blinked. Was it a connection issue? No. You can still see him moving. You can still see his eyes moving.
He was saying one part of the thing that they're trying to pass. That
dude, there was somebody in his ear was like, "Stop."
Somebody's like, "Shut the."
And he just.
That's bizarre.
No, that's straight up. You got caught.
You got.
They're called what is it called? A Freudian slip is the technical term. And there's been a bunch of them.
Bad about what you're saying, where you had to stop talking. Then what were you saying? If it.
Man, he shut the fuck up. I ain't never seen nobody stop talking like that in an interview.
Excuse me, sorry, I had a cough.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what?
But no, he was like, he looked guilty. You know what I mean? Like when you catch somebody in an act, it's like, oh shit.
Remember,
fear forces change.
Facts. This is it. We're in a point where they're trying to instill fear. And how do they instill fear? Crime rate, drugs. Oh, it's horrible. It's worse than it's ever been. We need to send in the National Guard. People that have never been there. Yeah, send them in. It's terrible. Bruh. Where is it a third world country on our soil that we need our military to use? This allows lethal force from the military against its own civilians. This was signed in this morning. They've got, I'll find the bill name. When I tell you,
I'm not going to lie.
It's scary.
I looked at quite a few videos from like some independent podcasters and people on YouTube and shit. And I watched some videos of how they're treating civilians and stuff. I mean, humans, I should say, illegal or not.
It's
illegal.
A fucking genocide.
It was pretty bad. And some of the things.
Tell the story you told me at lunch.
The story at lunch?
About the two daughters.
Oh, yeah. That was Netanyahu, though. That was,
say it. Explain the scenario. Tell them.
It was like in a courthouse type scenario. Like
so he steps up to the bench to greet Netanyahu in a formal setting where he should be acknowledged.
Yeah, where he's getting acknowledged by the whole room, whatever, and with the story, and Netanyahu's just sitting up in his chair.
That's the thing, Ryan.
And the guy said, he said, we had 2 daughters born, twin daughter, whatever. They're at the hospital. He said he went there and he got to get their birth certificates. To get their birth certificates, they're at home with his wife. That's right. And they were so excited that
this is what he's saying to Netanyahu.
Yeah, this is what he's saying to Netanyahu. And he said that he got a phone call while he's at the hospital with his birth certificates for his daughters, and his neighbor asking if he was okay and he said why. He said because your apartment building just got bombed and it was blown up. Well, he said the very same day I got my daughter's birth certificates, I had to get their death certificates. And when hearing this guy's story, which you got to read it because it was all Israeli, they
pushed him off the stage.
I was almost in tears.
They pushed him off.
He was like, "What is your purpose? What is your drive? What are you doing this for?" My daughters, I had to. Oh my God, it was like a tearjerker.
He was a father,
and they
lost his kids, and Netanyahu never answered. He sat there smugly.
And he talked about, and because the guy was also bringing up about the thousands of babies that are under a certain age that were killed under.
They're wiping them out. They're hitting the hospitals where there's birthing hospitals. They're bombing it. They're trying to get rid of them.
He said the year of 2022 was the worst as far as the killing of children and babies.
I got a stat for you. Again, I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. I don't give a fuck. I care about America, right? Why the fuck we aren't talking about the 26 million Soviet soldiers that died in World War II in concentration camps and camps, but we're talking about the 6 million Jews. I want you to think about 6 million. That's Missouri and Illinois. Why the fuck we talking about them? Why do they get so much fucking power? Why do they control the media? Why do they control the banks? Who gave them the power? I mean, last I checked, Russia kicked them out. They went to Germany. Germany kicked them out. They went to Britain and said, we'll get America to fight your war. They did that by bombing Pearl Harbor and then turn around and get us engaged in war. And then we give them a state that we took from Palestine. And this little bitty sliver of land controls America. The state that was made in what? I think it was either 1947 or 63. How is this played? I think it was 47. How did you come into existence in 1947 and you control shit? The CIA. Let's just call it what it is, because Israel is not Israel that we think of in the Bible, right? Yeah. Israel didn't exist.
Yeah.
There were Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. That was Palestine.
Man, call me ignorant, man. I'm just like an average Joe. When I thought of Israel and I see pictures, I think Israel, I think of church, and I think of God.
Jerusalem.
I think of
think of Jerusalem.
And I think of, okay, it's a place that's holy.
You don't think of Tel Aviv?
Preserved. I don't think of anything bad.
I didn't even know Tel Aviv existed until shit started getting bombed, and they're like, Tel Aviv airport. I'm like, bro, I thought Jerusalem was the capital of Israel.
I think I was misguided to think it was this holy land when this whole time they're up there trying to genocide this whole fucking race.
They're trying to genocide the world. Like, you look at, this is the start, okay? If they get approval to wipe out one demographic, what stops them from wiping out the next?
And let me bring up something here. And we watched a video earlier about TikTok. You talked about missiles, drones, all types of weapons that take out one thing. A building, one thing here, one thing there. He talked about TikTok being the number one thing. Why? Because it touches every fucking kid in the United States, every kid in fucking Canada.
They can indoctrinate.
They can indoctrinate a certain mentality, a certain message. It's all fucking.
Get your kids off TikTok now.
Get off TikTok.
Get off of it.
And people say
you were afraid of China having it.
Yeah.
China makes your furniture. China makes all shit. Israel straight up said, if you have an iPhone, you're on our side. Then made a subtle threat that they could blow that bitch up in your pocket.
No,
and then I think about it, and I'm like, you remember when all the phones were blowing up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they do have the power? Why is it Apple is literally giving away the iPhone 17 free no matter what carrier? No matter what carrier. You don't have to give them a phone. You don't have to do shit. You just got to get the iPhone 17 and we'll give it to you free.
It's like the COVID shot. Man. And they're giving away prizes. If you get it, nothing comes for free. There's a price for everything.
When I tell you, I think about terrorist attacks, right? Why is it terrorist attacks never happen in Israel?
Because
why do they only like if they hate Christians, right? Why aren't they blowing up Christian churches? Not saying they should in any way.
I did hear in one of the videos I watched that in all of the world's stash of these battery rockets that are used for defense of taking down missiles, a quarter of the amount of them are all in Israel, manned by U.S. troops to protect Israel. So that's why they probably don't have a lot of people attacking them, because they got America getting their back.
Yeah, they own us.
Yeah, because they own us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we're their pit bull in the yard.
100%. We're loyal too.
Oh, who's we?
Oh, and if you're not loyal, you better look out.
You're anti-Semitic.
You're anti-Semitic, and we'll come after you. And
you
we'll
could go to jail.
Hey,
you can go to jail now.
I am not rural.
I'm not gonna ever take my own life.
I'm not ever gonna take my own.
I don't got erectile dysfunction yet.
And I don't have erectile dysfunction. Where's my fucking phone? I don't have erectile dysfunction phone. I got this hottie at home. I don't have erectile dysfunction. Let me explain. Every time I jump on YouTube, which is the only thing I really jump on YouTube and shit, every third fucking ad is something for ED. And then
it's your age range, Casey.
I know it's my age range. I click on the thing like, why am I getting this? And it says because of your age. I'm like, fucking cocksucker. I wake up with
got it.
Yeah, all the time. That's like
I was like, got it.
Sometimes I have one during the show, but I hide it. I put it in the elastic band. But no.
Is that what all the bathroom breaks are for?
Actually, I was joking with a buddy, like saying the same thing, because I was like on YouTube and I was like, look, here's one right here. And he said, I get them too. And I was like, isn't it annoying? He was like, yeah. He's like, actually, with after getting diabetes and the surgery and everything, he's like, I don't get erections. I was like, oh, that sucks. He's like, sometimes I'll think I'll start to get one, and as soon as I start getting excited, it goes away.
At that time, it might be a thought. I'm just saying.
At that point, I was like, well, this is a good buddy. So I was like,
you know, it's to a point where you're like, I should have this conversation here. Wrong place, wrong time. I'll talk to Stacy outside.
So as a joke, when I see him, like I want to like come up behind him and start like playing with his neck. I was like, will this help? You know, I start fucking with him. I'm not gay, Stacy.
Didn't say you were. You have gay tendencies sometimes.
Only around good-looking men.
I'm glad I'm ugly. Your face.
You were one of the most sexiest men I've ever seen in my life.
I knew you were about to say this shit. I already knew where it was going. And then the way you're holding your drink, you look like a fucking Epstein list client. You're like, I'm too old.
Yeah.
No, that's the demographic for them. What do you mean? They love them 45 and up. You know what I'm saying? Well, 40 and up, it looks like, because they had Diddy in there too. But I just wonder, as a country, when do we fucking stand up?
And I have another question. This is a little change of topic. Where's all the coffee coming from?
Colombia.
Okay. Do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
Does your wife?
Yeah. Asia? Yeah, she drinks it.
Do you ever drink it at work? Get the free coffee?
No, I take my own coffee to work.
You know the machines at work?
Yeah.
They bags and bags of coffee a day, right?
Hmm?
Since we opened up the joint.
Yeah, they
Since I drink coffee, I think almost every single day I've had coffee. I mean, think about how much coffee you drink and how much it takes to grow a plant. Where's all this? It's like the hamburger meat with McDonald's. Where's all the fucking cows?
Soylent Green. We eat humans on that. We know that.
I'm starting to focus on certain little things that you don't really think about.
They don't fuck with me on coffee, bro, because I'm going to tell you this before you say it. I switched coffee brands right before I got sick, right? My stomach was all fucked up. And I'm like, it's got to be the only thing that changed was the coffee, right? So I'm like, I should have never bought that cheap fucking coffee. And that's what's been going through my Folgers. If you want to know, Folgers is the way to go on K-Cups. But go ahead.
Even if you have fields and fields of coffee beans, you pluck them, you use them, you regrow them. You need nutrients in the soil. You can only re-nutrient. I mean, It doesn't make sense for this long, this much coffee getting drank on this level. But there was an agenda on coffee. When was that? Like
I mean, they pumped the shit out of Starbucks and everything. And Starbucks is a huge.
Think about it.
I think Israel owns Starbucks. They're pretty pro-Israel, but quit drinking Starbucks. Go to Dutch Bros.
Wasn't it a Jewish guy, the one that was talking about the McDonald's having all the kid meat in it?
Mm-hmm. Having human meat. There was a real life story that came out of Detroit that a McDonald's in Detroit was tested, and it was proven that there was human meat in the meat.
I'm telling you, there's not enough.
If that's the case
out there,
but if that's the case, McDonald's is a mass production line. They own their cows, they own their farms. So if it's at one McDonald's, it's at all the McDonald's.
Hey, you want to hear something fucked up? I just had this thought. This is a new thought. Where's the sound effect? A cool one. All right.
That's a hell of a cool sound effect.
There's a gun shooting. Okay, but no. Check this out. Okay, all the cows. All right. Now we're talking about the cows. Not for all the meat. We're talking about it being kids on it.
There's so many cows on it. It's fucking up the ozone.
What if, as an inside joke, back in the day, they're like, "Hey, as a joke, we'll put the missing children on the back of milk
cartons
that comes from cows that we're using it for, because they're using it for meat."
I know exactly what you mean, and it pissed me off because it seems real.
Yeah, out of all the products, they chose milk to post the back of children.
Missing children.
That's it, dude. That's an original thought right there. I'm gonna look into this.
I mean,
see whose idea it was at the table.
I mean, you think back to New York and the old mafia. Hell, they had butcher shops serving people to people.
Yeah, shit.
I mean, it's not like it's a far-fetched thought process, right? Like, these are things that have happened in history. This is sickening to think, but if it's
stuff you can't really prove, but
it can be proven though. It can be proven. These are the things all it takes is a scientist and a test.
If there's a motive and a reason to do something, it's going to get done. It's like anything, like that. What's that form of cooking a goose where you got to shove a tube down this thing and force feed it stuff and choke it?
Foie gras.
Foie gras. If somebody figured that shit out,
it's not a goose. It's a duck, though.
It's a duck. Liver. Oh, I have ducks. But yeah, if somebody figured that out with a duck, that's some sick fucking torturous shit. Just like Jim Jeffrey said.
You go back to the 16, 15, 1400s. There was some sick fucking shit going on.
So I'm saying we've eaten people
in the history.
I unfortunately said on my bucket list it would be interesting in the right circumstances to eat another person.
I said horse or I never said person. That's my end of the world plan. Yeah. At the end of the world, when shit goes sideways, you better hide your kids because they're the closest to pure meat. Yeah. 6 months and under, they've been breastfed. I'm just saying. That is the only circumstances I would think about.
Especially if
you're talking into the world.
The colostrum in them. The real nutrient stuff.
I have no idea.
That's
I don't
a nutrient baby. If I was
all right, you're freaking me out. Freaking me out a little bit that you know these facts about the human.
No, it's not facts. It's colostrum. It's the first stuff that comes out of the boob. It has the most nutrients. It's kind of clear, has a little sweet taste to it. I read and tasted, but it's the first stuff.
You didn't taste breast milk?
Of course I did. I just said I tasted it. I think everybody that has a child has tasted breast milk.
Have you seen Yellow Jackets? I wasn't breastfed.
Have you seen the series Yellow Jackets? No, I did take Yellow Jackets when I worked at Charter. That was a wake-up pill.
No, I've never heard of it. What is it on, Kelly? Tell us so we can share it, and tell us what it's about so we can share it.
Share it and move the fuck on.
No, but my whole thing is, we know there are people with Wayfair, right, through COVID. They were selling kids online through furniture. They got exposed. People said this was happening, and all of a sudden they pull it all off the website. You wouldn't pull it all off the website if that's not the case.
You have something to hide.
The furniture is named missing kids' names. So you know what you're buying is the people that know what they're looking for. You had the whole pizza thing with every celebrity talking about it. I mean, Chrissy Teigen or whatever, John Legend's wife, had a whole thread about how she loves pizza parties and little girls and is it sickening and she should be in prison. And it's Prime and Netflix. So good, great cast. But how does all this shit get swept under the rug? Right? How is it that so many heads are turned to what is blatantly obvious that we live in a system that is designed to hurt our kids? Like, you think about Netflix is being boycotted for pushing LGBTQ. We've been bitching about this for years. It took Elon Musk saying something for them to lose like $25 million in like a week, right? Still hasn't put a dent in their stock, right? When do we as a culture stand up and say the 1% doesn't control the 99%? The LGBTQ community is 1 to 2% of the world.
But it's on every Hulu commercial.
It is 100% in every show you will see. They don't represent us. They represent 2% of the world. Give them their shows. If they want the shows, let them have them. I don't give a fuck if they have them. Don't show them to my kid in fucking Coco Melon. Don't show them to my kid in Disney shows. Don't pump that agenda to my children. If I, as an adult, want to go seek out LGBTQ quality material, give me a place to do it. But if it's not something that everyone participates in, why are we pushing it?
Yeah.
The other side of that is choose. How does this 1% of the nation control everything we do?
Yeah, it's going to control TikTok, which is control. It's like, I don't know, it's just like they found something that connects to everybody that's going to have an impact in the future, children.
100%. I think that's why Charlie, like this to me, them buying TikTok was the proving point of the Charlie Kirk situation. You want to control the younger minds.
Dude, people
you blatantly
in my
said
row
it.
at work, at the same time, somebody said, oh my gosh, I just got a message. Charlie Kirk just got shot. Another guy further down said, I got the video.
100%.
Everybody had the video.
Instantly.
They wanted you to see it.
Now, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first one that was ever pumped, right?
And now they're selling a TikTok, and it just it's all the I don't like where the fucking little beads are going.
Valeria said, shout out, thank you for watching. We've exposed our children to too much media, shows, games, movies, and people with no respect, morals, or manners. Amen.
I
so
agree.
they've grown desensitized. Being rude, violent, and entitled has become the norm. I'm not saying we should lock them up in a bubble and put blinders on, but let's educate our children. Let's pay attention to what they're watching, who they're talking to, and what they're reading. Let's pray with them. Let's protect our babies. Amen. Oh, amen. When I tell you, I am a helicopter dad on certain shit, right? You can play on YouTube. The moment I see some shit that's questionable, you're no longer watching that. It's gone. I don't even give a fuck if you think you can put it in context for me. You can't. I told you the story about school, right? About Stacy coming home and saying something. My son is 6. This happened when he was 5. He came home and told me the definition of gay. I had to ask, where the fuck did you learn that? Because we don't talk like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have that in your life. There's nobody around you in that circle.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
And he's like, a kid at school's calling me. Right? All right, we'll go back and let's cause a problem now. Call him a fag. Let's escalate it. Since the school isn't calling me to tell me that you're reporting that you're being called gay and you find a problem with it, we can get a response. The problem is when you get the response, the school's never happy with the fact that I've been wondering why we've called you, why we've emailed you, and why we haven't gotten a response. But now we choose to respond when it escalates. The problem is, I think in America, not only this, we don't set boundaries. People can do, like you just said, whatever the fuck they want.
If you're not going to parent your kid's TikTok is, and that's Israel.
Yes,
that's
100%. But then the school, if you don't parent your kids, the school does.
Yeah,
the school has your kid more times of the day than anybody.
I feel as if I fell victim to the very thing because I was not a good dad in the sense during some crucial, I think, times in my daughter's life. I wasn't there, and she got information from somewhere else, and it wasn't exactly the truth, and I didn't recognize it. Now I feel as if, it's shit. It's like I see it in other kids that are young, and it's like, you can catch this now.
I'm just gonna say this:
talk to your kid. Go for
it's
a walk.
okay to tell your boy that that's girly. It's okay to tell your girl that's for boys. I believe there's certain girl shit and boy shit. There is. It just is what it is. Not saying that, I'm wrong, but they made Barbie for who? Girls. They turned around and made Ken for boys. Why? Because they wanted boys to play with dolls. To me, that was the first start of we're going to introduce sexuality to children.
I dressed a lot of Barbie dolls in my day and putting those little short fucking sleeves on, those arms that didn't really bend much.
Yep.
Where a fucking pig had the Velcro strap in the back.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Where are you going with this?
I was just reminiscing.
Yeah, you had daughters. I would expect you to do
No, that's with Kelly and Kate when I was a kid.
Yeah, you sisters.
Sisters.
When I did it, I was playing with my babysitter's daughters because I was in babysitter age,
Mm-hmm.
right? We also went outside and played with the ball. We went outside and played with other shit, cars. We had Hot Wheel cars. There's always been marketing to genders.
Mm-hmm.
Barbie was a gender. The return of that was Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
we're gonna give something for boys.
It's okay to be
it's okay to be feminine,
girl. But you can't change it just by.
Hey, check me out. It's okay to be that, but I'm just curious. If you got the right dose of lithium, would you think that way? There's a ton of science behind lithium dosages and homosexuality.
Yeah, I think.
Just saying.
Somebody at work was in psychology. I heard her talking about.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a lithium.
She actually got out of it, child psychology, because they were pushing. I remember this discussion. They were pushing a narrative like that instead of going down physics and like facts.
And trying to actually explain it.
Now she works with us.
Yeah.
I think what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yep. I don't think people realize. Oh, amazing person. Hey, look, that donut bread pudding she makes.
Oh,
I was ready to get down on one knee. Asia, you gonna hate me, but this shit is so good. I had to bring some. Look, she made some for me to bring home to Asia because I bragged about it so hard. I was like, "Thank you, I love you, thank you."
And speaking of significant others, Paula, I love you. I'll see you a little bit. All right.
Tell him get that shit off his nose, Paula. He can get it on there later.
All right.
But I'm with the desensitizing and all that, but it happens at home. It happened with us. We're the desensitized generation.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones that got exposed to faces of death. Yeah. We're the ones that got exposed to the internet before it was completely controlled, right? We seen shit at young ages we shouldn't have seen.
We were
2 girls in a cup. Who saw it?
Shit.
You want to know the video that made me? I actually quit being friends with the nigga because he pulled out a phone and was like, "You ain't ever seen 2 guys and a hammer?" I was like, "What?" He pulls this fucking video up. 30 seconds in, I got up and left the fucking house. I'm like, this is the shit you watching in your free time? Like, they beat a nigga to death in the woods with a hammer.
Oh, wow.
It was 2 dudes in the woods. The way they tried to scapegoat it was he was a pedophile. And when he said that, I was like, I'll watch. And then it started, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to go. Because, like, if this is what you watch, you might be a serial killer. Like,
that really took a dark turn.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Like, gay,
exactly, because I started with 2 girls in a fucking cup. You know what I'm saying?
We all know.
Which we know is chocolate ice cream nowadays. We've learned. But before that, we didn't know, and it was disgusting. But we're the ones, because we accepted bitch getting added to the vocabulary on TV. I remember the first time my mom heard bitch on television, her fucking head spun. She paused the show and rewound it. She was like, I remember when you couldn't say damn and shit. They've slowly desensitized us. And because we're desensitized, we think it's normal, so we allow our kids to do it.
And a woman's daughter who was in high school informed her that cunt is now a compliment. Like, girl, you look so cunt today. She actually showed her mom a stream showing her friend telling her daughter that
was the most derogatory word you could ever say. But my mom, until she died, would flip the fuck out if I use that word.
Everybody hates that word like everybody hates moist. It's like, yeah.
I love a good moist muffin.
Now, moist muffin, you picture a moist muffin. It just looks delicious.
Yeah, that's why I had to help us save it, because who wants to hear that word?
Ooh, all right, moist. We'll stop it there.
I love the moisture in the air.
Oh, that's when you add an extra little thing of pudding to your cake mix. That makes it extra.
Listen to the motherfucker. He knows what he's talking about. I think about this nigga's cupcakes too much in a day. That's why we're the ones you have to reel it in.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's too far gone. And this is nothing against what you're saying, because I agree with you, Valeria. but we're too far gone to reel it in. You know why? We allowed the shit to make it public. What used to be behind closed doors is now on your television. Now I'm going to say this starting with wife beating. Everybody in the world, you hit a bitch, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Now you see it on almost every TV show when it comes to domestic violence. You see women saying they'll pick a bear in the woods over a man because they've been indoctrined to think they're not okay and safe around men. When the last I checked, we've all worked with a man or a woman. We've all been alone with a man or a woman, and we've all walked out safe. Again, we get to that 2% of people dictating the world.
It's when you get influenced, when you think for yourself and you shut everything off and you trust your instincts and you live through situations and you work shit out and you don't fucking Google every fucking problem, you actually deal with it. You learn stuff and you get experience. And honestly, not to fucking toot my own horn. Hey, I grew up in California. I had all types of friends, buddies, Marine Corps, went overseas, met people from other countries. Fucking, I feel like I lived a little bit. I've been around.
If you trust Google, know that Google said that Oreo is a palindrome.
I don't
means
trust
that the
Google.
Mom, it's mom, M-O-M, front and back. They said Oreo was that.
Well, if you look
that
at
it's
it,
spelled the same way front and back. O-E-R-O backwards. O-R-E-O forward.
I was talking about the visual of the.
I'm talking about the fuck. That's what I'm saying. Google said it is. And because you were able to rationalize it, there will be others that rationalize it and believe it.
Yeah.
But in the technical term, that's not what that is. We're changing word usages. We're changing.
Who runs Google?
The Jews.
The Jews.
Like,
so pretty soon you put
man,
anything in there, it's going to be directed.
What was the search site I sent you the other day? I was like, man, I'm searching everything on this one from now on.
Man, I got to look it up
because you couldn't find Erica Kirk's background on Google.
Yeah, that's right.
You had to go through another search engine. I think it was Go Duck Go maybe or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't think you texted it.
I did text it to you when I sent you the link.
Well, then shit, man.
You know, I know you like to delete text messages to keep your videos, but
no, I got it in here.
Scroll up a little more.
Matt James on Instagram.
Well, I think that's too far up. Scroll up a little bit. Let me see it. You're blue. Damn, where the fuck?
Well, anyways, yeah. Google, you can't trust. It's all directing you wherever it wants you to go.
Go to search, just use a different search engine. Like, we're so controlled and monitored by what we see that you can't even get facts. We live in a world that they feed you what you want to know. That's why everything is called an algorithm. Because they're designing your world to stick you in a bubble so they can know how to market you, how to sell to you, how to keep you in place, and how to keep you stagnant. It's okay to go outside of your norms. It's okay to go and like do different shit. It's okay to want to know about something that you never thought about. Chickens. You want to know about fucking knives. You want to know about cooking. I shouldn't search it one time in my whole algorithm switch to everything I'm seeing in that moment is cooking, right? It's one thing if I searched it, but after I'm done searching it and I go back to normal, why is the next 10 clips cooking? And you're trying to catch where my brain is at. So I just randomly search shit. Penis, random, real shit, random search shit. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Because guess what? You'll never know what's going on up here. Because I don't know.
That's why I say out loud on my phone all the time. I say, well, just got another erection. Don't need medication for that. But I'm still going to get fucking advertisements for erectile dysfunction.
I want to know how we think we can change it.
Well, wouldn't it be crazy if everybody just dropped TikTok? If everybody had the balls, and hey, it doesn't take that many balls. Okay?
Don't drop it until after they buy it so they take a huge loss.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if everybody said, you know what, instead of being on TikTok,
I'm going to go out in the yard today.
Art. Yeah, I'm going to draw a picture. I'm going to do this.
I'm going to go stand in the grass with no shoes on and socks just so I can re-energize.
Yeah. And
balance. Ground myself.
Anything other than scrolling on TikTok, Facebook, delete that shit. I did that shit years ago and I feel fucking great. I deleted it right after we got married. The last thing I posted was live.
So that's my thoughts on Snapchat. I feel like if you're married, you should not be on Snapchat. But then again, but the other side of that is a lot of my partners send me random shit on Snapchat just from what's happening in the moment. So it's kind of cool. But at the same point, I don't really check Snapchat nowhere near as much as I check Facebook. The problem is I check Facebook because I get more current news from people around me that know me than I do from the news. Because they're so busy trying to pump me in one direction of loving Israel that there's so many reasons to hate them. Not Israelis, but Netanyahu. Let's call it what it is. We should hate the person that is in control of their power because even Israel doesn't like him. They're protesting in the streets, bombing Hamas.
He's allowing the decimation of a whole race.
He's doing
it. He's going forward with that whole agenda.
And has said it.
And then talking about weaponizing TikTok.
He has said it.
He's saying it out loud. He's putting it into existence. Like,
you don't have to say what's his thoughts when he says, I'm going to exterminate their race. What? If I got on TV right now and said, I'm going to exterminate the Chinese would have me dead in fucking 28 hours.
I was thinking about all the Jews I know on the way here.
Notice a little over a day, not a whole day.
Do you want to know how many I came up with? One, really. I feel like I know him, Jerry Seinfeld, because I've watched so many fucking episodes. Other than that, I don't have any Jewish friends. So I'm like,
the crazy part is I fuck with Jews.
I'm hating the people. I just hate the whole.
So let me correct this. I like Jewish Americans.
Yeah. Of course.
I don't like homicidal, genocidal maniacs that feel a whole race of people should die.
Yeah.
No, you want to really talk about Israelis and Jews. They hate Christians. They came in, went into Germany, started knocking Christians off. That's what got Hitler involved, because at the time they were part of the Soviet Union, and instead they started pushing down further and further into Ukraine, started killing off all these fucking Christians, and Hitler was like, hold the fuck up, and went to war before it got to his doorstep. That's why he went into Poland.
Okay.
Like, what I'm saying, when you think about this shit, right, and you think about what we've been taught, is he hated these people. He hated this. No, he was trying to stop the genocide and the collapse of his country. They were doing transgender surgeries in 1913. This has been an agenda for over 100 years to indoctrinate your kids to slowly. This is the thing. If I make every race of people gay, they don't reproduce. The birth rates go down. We in our community keep producing. Our birth rate goes up. Our percentages of power go up. And now we're in control. And that takes centuries. That doesn't take a week or a birth. That takes centuries. You have to go through 2, 3, 4, 5 generations to lower the birth rate of one. That's why you see Japan and China always like, we're trying to get the birth rate up, because in decades down the road, not even decades, centuries, they won't exist. So when you think about that position of power, if I can make your kid gay, and then I can have sex with 3 women and have kids by 3 women, I'm up, right? I get the power. I get the numbers. It's a long play game that I don't think people are really looking at. Like, I remember when the shit was behind closed doors. Don't you? Gay shit?
Yeah.
It's behind closed doors.
Sexual shit in general.
Oh, that's my auntie. That's her friend. How many people have been at a family function? Not me personally, but I've been at other family functions where they're like, oh, that's just her friend. Nigga, they fucking. The fuck? I can think about one of my babysitter's best friends. I got older. I found out they were gay. I was like, I would have never knew, because y'all never exposed me to it. You never said when I was 7, they're gay. Don't worry about it. I never even thought about it as a kid of why do they live together. I never thought of it because it didn't cross my mind. Now you do it with a 7 or an 8-year-old. They're questioning shit. How are they this young questioning? When I was that age, I wasn't even thinking about sex. I was thinking about going and riding my bike. Yeah. Where did we lose it? Like, we can't even pinpoint it. It's been so well. It's been so well executed that we don't even know where to stop it.
Yeah, it's because it's been so slow moving. You know why? And I've been thinking about this the whole time. It starts with what you put in your body, what you eat, drinking, partying. if you have to reset your brain every morning, you're not paying attention to the long-term shit. You're just trying to get through the fucking day without a headache or without, having to put up with your kids. So you just go to McDonald's because that's what they want, because it shuts them the fuck up. Because you don't feel like seeing where your food comes from and taking the 10, 15 minutes it takes to cook a fucking meal. But that brain food,
not a good one. A good meal takes about 30 to an hour.
And I'm only talking firsthand here because I used to get Taco Bell twice a day. I haven't had fast food in fucking 3 years.
I tried pizza here one day.
No, pizza
don't count.
Pizza is the one vice that my wife and I, when we cheat, that's the one food I can actually eat that tastes like a cheat, like something good. If I try to eat McDonald's, Taco Bell, as soon as I take a bite, I taste nothing.
Fake.
Nothing, all fake. It sickens me knowing that it's in my body and I feel like spitting it out. For some reason, pizza doesn't do that. But
I'm just going to say one thing I've thought about doing is the halal grocery stores. Based on what you're saying, I've been thinking about this because you grocery shop. I mean, not everything comes from your farm.
Yeah, we've been trying to branch out away from Walmart.
Shit, well, yeah, especially Walmart.
We don't trust their food, man. I hear too many stories about
but nothing tastes the same. Like nothing. Growing up, bacon makes me sick. I can't eat bacon. I used to eat bacon as a kid. Every time I eat it now, I'm sick. I really feel like they're marketing pork to us as human. Humans are pork. That's really what I think, because I don't see that many pigs. I've seen a shit ton of cows in one location.
We buy our bacon from a swine farm down the street, so I know what good bacon tastes like. We buy Irish bacon.
How much is it?
My wife pays for it. We just run the card.
Paula, send them the information so I can send y'all money next time.
She has a freezer of all types of fucking bacon and bratwurst. Oh my god, her brats are.
Next time you're going, let me know. I go to the butcher for a lot of my shit, and I will say the bacon from the butcher was totally different.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't trust shit, because where are you sourcing your shit? I know my butcher sources locally, so I feel a little more comfortable. But when you get into the taste of food, I mean, hell, I was just saying to somebody at work, I was like, do you eat ice cream? They were like, yeah. I was like, you ever been to Dairy Queen lately? I'm like, the shit, I just had Dairy Queen. I'm like, the shit didn't even taste like ice cream. Like, there was no flavor. It was the weirdest shit. And I'm like, is it because I'm getting older and I smoke that maybe my taste buds are off? I'm like, then my son was like, oh, he left the shit on the table. I'm like, all right, something's off. You know what I mean? Like, they know. You just had the fucking radioactive shrimp come out of Walmart, Aldi, fucking Trader Joe's. Like, even Trader Joe's. Like, this is a place that you think, when you think of like high-end grocery stores, is still getting the same shit. So you mean to tell me the same shit at Walmart's at Trader Joe's in a different package, and the dumb rich motherfuckers are buying it?
Yeah.
That's what that told me. When you look at a recall on food, watch all the distributors that get hit.
Yeah, when it comes back as Trader Joe's, you're like, oh, I thought they only had really good stuff, and they pick and chose who they got it from. No, they got it from the fucking Vietnam, fucking
whoever.
Yeah, whoever the fuck
the
it
Jews,
was.
in my opinion.
Yeah, the Jews did it.
Like, at this point, I'm blaming Netanyahu for everything.
Netanyahu,
like, we got to get him out of power.
We do, and I've seen his face more recently in the past few weeks, even than I've ever seen him and heard about him. So it's definitely getting pushed towards me, and I don't like his fucking face.
Think about all of our fucking young kids that are impressionable, that Charlie Kirk was trying to steer in a different direction, that now he's going to be able to control.
God, they really got a good one.
I think they're on a good agenda. They got a hell of an agenda. They put it in a book a long time ago, and they've given it to us to read, and they're doing it step by step.
So such a strong agenda that the one guy that has a lot of influence turned on him, and 2 weeks later
is dead.
2 weeks. That's about how long they used to put that whole fucking thing together.
So hug a Jew this week. Stand in the grass with your bare feet.
Hug a Jew. Eat some ice cream.
Real ice cream.
Tomorrow. I'm Casey.
I'm Stacy.
Stacy and Casey Show.